After more than a week on the run, state officials are hoping technology can help them track down the man dubbed the Devil in the Ozarks.
Yeah, Grant Hardin, still believed to be hiding out in the rugged forest near the Calico Rock prison unit he escaped from 10 days ago. We thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Rolly Hoyt.
And I'm Faith Woodard. That belief remains despite a number of tips both in Arkansas and across state lines. Officials say certain clues indicate the man who went from police chief to convicted murderer is still in the region. And
now, as THV 11's Catherine Rowley shows us, search teams hope data from cell phone towers nearby can put them on the trail.
The rough and rugged terrain of North Arkansas has proven to be a challenge for search teams. But now, in the new digital age that we live in, law enforcement hope that the data at our fingertips can track down criminals. And in the search for Grant Hardin, that data is pinged to cell towers, which could unveil new information.
It can show who you talked to, where you went, when you moved.
All calls and texts go through cell phone towers before heading to the other phone, basically creating a digital trail. A trail Billy Spann, an assistant professor of computer science at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, says could point back to Hardin.
And so that data just by itself can help place a suspect either near a crime or rule them out for that matter.
But it's more than calls and texts that get tracked on those towers.
You know, it can be critical. I mean, there's a lot of data available from the cell phone networks, from the phones themselves. And so it stores a lot more than just calls, obviously. So you can get texts, GPS routes, any app activity. And so putting all that together kind of makes a complete picture of a person's digital life.
But that's not all. These towers can also narrow down a location to a few hundred meters of the cell phone or even to a few feet. Spann says the towers can even pick up the ID number of a serial number of a phone, which can show law enforcement the carrier. That potential treasure trove is why state police asked a judge to let them see the data bouncing off those towers near the prison.
Traffic cameras, Ring doorbell cameras, as you know, and so when you start to piece all those different elements of data together, again, it creates that big picture that helps investigators solve these kind of modern crimes.
The data could also point to Hardin getting help.
That's what we're looking through with the cell phone data now, is just trying to figure out if there's anything, if he did have access to a cell phone, was he able to use that?
Pair the North Arkansas terrain with new technology. Rand Champion with the Department of Corrections says that you have old school and new search efforts colliding.
The old fashioned ones of, dogs and horseback and on foot, and then the new age ones of social media tracking and digital cell towers. Anything we can use, we're going to use.
Now there's an obvious question that needs to be answered. How would Hardin have gotten his hands on a phone in prison? Law enforcement experts say phone smuggling into jails is rampant. Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton is among leaders in Washington trying to get jamming devices installed everywhere to try and render those phones useless.
Catherine, thank you. The FBI and the U.S. Marshals are also involved in the search with the DOC and Arkansas State Police.
And they stressed to us again today, if you see Hardin, do not approach him. Instead, call police.